This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. So now Brett's the heel, and we start getting into the spring, and there's some interesting stuff happening. At one point, Brett has to go have a knee surgery. He is in a wheelchair. I want you to just take it from here because you know exactly where I'm going. He's in a wheelchair. It's the end of Raw. There's a famous segment. He and Sean are in the ring. What happened? What was supposed to happen?
Well, yeah, I guess the more significant part of that is what didn't happen on air. The end of the show was for Sean to super kick Brett out of the chair.
So Brett's in the chair running Sean down with the mic.
Yes, but Brett was supposed to get to a certain line and make a certain statement that would get Sean to kick him out of the chair. And back in those days, we had a hard time. We had to get out on the USA Network when we were live. So we didn't have these 5, 10, 15, 20-minute runovers that, you know, they can do now whenever they feel like it. So if we got to that point, we would ask for extra time. Sometimes they'd give us 30 seconds. Sometimes they'd give us a minute. I believe on this occasion, they might have given us 90 seconds. But we're cueing Brett, cueing Sean, letting them know exactly how much time is left, and Brett's just not doing it.
What's that mean? He's not wearing an earpiece. So tell everybody.
There were people around. You got cameramen. You got people around the ring.
And they have hand signals or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he knows it's time.
You're winding them up. You're wrapping them up, telling them, go home. Like, we're going off the air.
Yeah.
And
he ignores it.
Ignored it. Brett just flat out ignored it.
So eventually Sean does the super kick, but it's not on television.
Sure wasn't.
And so when Sean comes backstage, what happens?
He was livid. He was pretty pissed off.
He knew it had been missed. He knew they were off.
Yeah. I mean, because at some point when we went off the air, people stopped giving them cues. And we're like, we're off the air.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
And Sean knew we were off the air because he knew he was seeing them give the cues, and Brett was seeing them give the cues.
And Brett just did that just to steal the thunder.
I don't know why he did it. To this day, I don't know why he did it.
So they start going back and forth. At one point, there's a Sunny Days comment. What was the feeling backstage when the Sunny Days comment comes out?
I think that people had kind of chosen sides, if you will. There are people in Sean's camp, people in Brett's camp.
Okay.
And I think that Brett and Sean stirred up both sides. I think they were equally can take credit for stirring the other one up. And I don't think it was appropriate to do on live TV. It was an inside deal for whatever reason that I don't like doing inside personal stuff on air and in public. It doesn't add anything to the product. It doesn't do anything. It's just petty and bullshit.
Was that talk really going on backstage? Was there really whispers about a Bret Hart Sonny thing at the time? I'm not asking whether or not it really happened. People were married at the time. I'm saying
there probably was. I mean, to say specifically, I really don't remember. I remember the comment.
Sure.
I remember the comment. And I remember Bret being pretty upset about it.
So at some point, this comes to a head, and people are yanking hair in the back. Carry us through the backstage fight. I believe this would have been, I'm guessing, June.
Hartford, Connecticut. I'm
freestyling, but you remember. So tell us about this hair incident.
Well, it was, I wasn't there in the middle of the fight, but from an eyewitness, they being Brett and Sean had words.
Is the eyewitness Jerry Lawler?
No.
Okay.
Was Lawler an eyewitness to it too?
I don't know. I just hear Lawler has the hair.
He may. I don't know. But Sean and Brett got into it, and they locked up. I don't know that I really don't even know that any punches were thrown, but they locked onto each other's hair, and they went through a wall, like a false wall that we had up for interviews and stuff. They went through the wall.
What time of day is this? Is this early afternoon, or is this right before the show? Or
no, this is kind of late afternoonish, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay,
something like that. And we were next door in Vince's office, and we're going over whatever the hell we're going over, and Sean came in holding clumps of his own hair and talking about unsafe work environments, and we ended up sending both guys home and did the show without them.
So at that point, was there talk about, I'm not working with that guy anymore, I'm not putting that guy over? Do you remember any of that?
No. It was two guys that were pissed off. It was emotional, and, it spilled over. I mean, it happens. It's a physical business. It's an emotional business. And when Sean did the Sunny Days comment, I believe Brett caught a ration of shit from his wife. And, hey, you got so many days on the road, you go home to see your family, the last thing you need is to have
getting some shit.
Yeah. So Brett was upset, and they got into it.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.